Hey, Buddha Mimi Black here with deck build number 6, I think. This is a fish deck. A lot of people ask me about their water decks and ask me to look at them and say is there a build they could build. So I decided to make one just to see what I would run if I ran a fish deck. But before anybody starts saying anything, this is like this is not like I tried to make like an awesome fish deck. I just took extra cards I had. I didn't take any cards from my other decks. I didn't take any. Don't ask me. Oh, why don't you put Solemn Judgment or Mirror Force or like Dark Arm Dragon and a whole bunch of dark fishes. I don't know if there's any dark fishes, but still. So I asked me to put all those cards in. Like if I didn't have extra ones in there, I didn't put it in there. I don't like all my deck builds are like extra cards. I don't like take cards out of my main decks and anything to make a deck. So let me start the deck. It's like a fish deck with if I had one of it, I just put one of the card because I didn't go looking for it. This is what I had already. So I'm gonna show you the deck. Alright. So it's 3 Super Ancient Deep Sea King Coalition, whatever it is called. So this guy basically allows you to swarm. Like once he's on the field, you can pitch a card once per turn, bring out as many fish monsters as you can, and their effect are negated and they can't attack. But you would bring out fish tuners and fish monsters, and then like synchro with them. And also his effect is that if he's targeted by any card effect, you can negate it by attributing a fish. So it's really good to protect them and also to synchro. So you can swarm the field and like lock the field. It would bring out 3 Royal Swamp Eel. They're like the main fish tuner. There's other fish tuner from Ancient Prophecy, but I still like him a lot better. So his effect that if he's used for synchro material, you only can synchro with fish. But his effect is negated when you bring out one Kolakin. And he's a 4, so you can bring him out and another level 4 fish and just synchro for level 8s like Stardust and Colossal or Dark Ruler. Other fish are Golden Flying Fish. He's the only non-water monster in the whole deck, but he's a fish, so he works with the deck because he's a fish. But his effect is that you can tribute any other fish to destroy one card on the field. So he's good to get rid of cards on the field and get field advantage, and also to synchro for level 8s with Golden Flying Fish. Other fish are 3 Oyster Meisters. 3 Oyster Meisters are mainly like the main fish in the deck. Because if he goes to the grave by any other way except by being destroyed by battle, he gets a fish token. So you can either use him with Kolagan, like tribute him to negate a card that targets Kolagan, and then you have another fish token, or use him with Golden Flying Fish and you get to pop twice just with using one card. So Oyster Meisters, and when you synchro with them, you also get tokens, so it's also good. 2 Shark Cruisers. He's kind of low attack for level 5, like he's 1800 for level 5. He has good defense though. But his effect is mainly if he gets destroyed by a card effect, you get to bring out 2 level 4 lower water monsters. So it's good that you can bring him out. You sack him, bring him out. If they bottomless, you can just bring out 2 more fish monsters, which is good to swarm if they try to destroy this card with card effects. So it helps you swarm mainly. 2 Creeping Doom Manta. Him is because I used to have this other fish monster that he used as a double tribute for water monsters, but I don't have anymore. And I was running low on fish monsters. So, and his effect is pretty good. If he's normal summon successfully, nobody can use traps on that turn. So it's like you summon him and then you can do whatever you want. They can't mirror force you or nothing. So Creeping Doom Mana, it's good. Okay, 3 Spine Gillman. Spine Gillman is not a fish, but he's good because he boosted up all your monsters. He boosted up every single type of monster you have in here, except for one of them. He boosted up fish, sea serpent, and aqua monsters by 400. And he's at 1300, so he's basically a 1700 monster that can be bottomless. And he boosts up your monster so they can run over other monsters. So 3 Spine Gillmans. 1 Mother Grizzly. I only had one, but it's like a Mystic Tomato for the fish, so for the water, so you can just set it, they attacks, and you still have a water monster. So it's a good thing to search out monsters. and 2 Nightmare Penguin. I like him better than Penguin Soldier because he bounces any card on the field instead of 2 monsters, up to 2 monsters. And also he boosts up all your water monsters by 200, and he has good defense, so he's not really easy to get over with 1800 defense, so I like him. Now for his spells, 3 Legendary Ocean. 3 Legendary Ocean is just because it's a Yumi and it boosts up all your water monsters, but also it lowers their level down by 1. So it's good and it's bad. It's bad because when you play the co-linking combo, you can't synchro for 2 level 8s because all their level are down by 1. But also it allows you to play cards like Gravity Bind and limiter like level area what's that card called? Level limit area B, which takes advantage of being level 4s and makes them level 3, so you can still work under those cards that you're gonna play in the deck. And also it works as Yumi, so a lot of cards that work with Yumi you can play this card with. 1 Terraforming because the deck doesn't run around Legendary Ocean, but it's good to have it. So you have 1 Terraforming. 2 Water Hazards. Water Hazards like a Call of Mummy, but for water monsters. If you have no monsters on the field, you can special summon 1 water monster once per turn, or something like that. Yeah, once per turn. So it's good to help you swarm the field and get 2 monsters at the time. 2 monsters on the field real quickly. So 2 Water Hazards. 1 Level Limit Area B because you run with Legendary Ocean, so this keeps your monsters alive unless you attack while they can't. They go to defense and you stay in attack mode or whatever mode you want to be in. 1 Swords because this is a fish deck, so you'll have sometimes when you're like stuck. You'll be stuck and you want some sort of rooted line protection. 1 Brain Control, just staple. Giant Trinade and Heavy Storm because sometimes you're going to get rid of their backfield, or you're going to want to get rid of your Legendary Ocean because you're going to be like, you get 1 stack for co-linking and then you get rid of it and then bring out 2 monsters and can synchro for 2 level 8s, which is really good. 2 Tornado Wall. I decided to play 2 Tornado Wall because Legendary Ocean and this is pretty good. You can stall this way. They can just attack you over and over, but you lose no life points. So 2 Tornado Wall. 1 Fish Depth Charge. I don't have any more. It's a really good card. You tribute a fish, destroy a card, and draw 1 card. So if I had more, I would play this. 1 Gravity Bind because you play Legendary Ocean. 3 Reckless Greed because you need draw power, and they work good together. If you know how to play Reckless Greed, it's awesome. But what I hate people say, Reckless Greed is never a minus. You never minus with Reckless Greed because you're drawing 2 cards that you would have drawn. You're drawing earlier. Even if you're not drawing 2, you're not losing anything. You're drawing earlier. You're just like draw those 2 cards earlier. That's all you did. You didn't lose anything. 1 Wawaku because Wawaku is a good card. I didn't have any extra threatening roar, so don't tell me, oh, put raw instead. I didn't have any extra ones. And 1 Torrential Tribute. So basically that's the fish deck. So tell me if you like it, if that helped anybody. Some of the people that asked me about their water and fish decks, ask me if that helped you in any way. Just tell me, cause I'm here to help or something. So oh yeah, shoutouts. I have shoutouts to Blaze5225. He talks to me, so I think it's pretty cool. People on my team, Gator Guy 108. Oh, this guy Magical Ninja Mom 94. He's pretty cool also. I see he does videos and I watch it. So basically all the people I get shoutouts will be in the description. So peace out. Buddha out.